Hello, can you hear me? Oh, okay. I guess probably you can because I just saw the sound waves going. Hello, hello, hello. Please let me know if you can hear me. If the sound sounds good. I had to get a new vocal processor, so I put the brand new one on and it's never been used. So I feel like I'm having to turn my gain up really high if you know anything about sound. So I just want to make sure that the sound is okay. Gwen, thank you very much. You're very kind. Thank you. Okay, yay, we can hear. Yes, we can hear. Sweet. Okay. Anna, Marianne, Daniel, Gwen, Pri, Hassan, Dib, Meg, Jarika, Kat, Ed, Neelam, Farheen, Fakiha, Dina, hi, Chlorella, hello. Samantha, Heather, Shahina, hello. Linda, Hannah, Samantha, I think I'm repeating names again. Chiza, Sana, hello. Victoria, Goddess, hello. We love your name. Louisa, Nug, hi. Oh, they're both here, Lori and Jerry. Hi, guys. Sumaya, Mocha Java Latte, Rosu, hello. Miracle, Diego, Brandon, hello. Natalie, Deluxe, Pebbles, 1D, ID, RB, Pumpkin Spice, Nayla, Preston, Heyoka. Oh, IPEC. Okay. Hello. Thanks for actually clarifying that. Dawn, hello. We got through the names. Proud of us. We did it, you guys. Meg, hi. What's up? How's everybody doing today? Happy Mindset Monday. What's going on? Ooh, Cynthia says let's put this on the thing. Cynthia says, just purchased your specific person workshop. Can't wait to be a success story. Yes, that's the right kind of attitude to go into something. And I can't wait either. Please keep us posted because it's a really good program and it'd be working. So let us know how you do going through it. Sana says, I needed this so bad. I feel a lot of purging these past few weeks. We're here for you, girl. Okay. Shishi, Vane, Crammy. Crammy? Oh, Cammy, sorry. I was like, Crammy, that's my cat. Gwyneth. Oh, no, excuse me. I always say Gwyneth because my brain organizes and arranges letters and numbers perfectly when I read them. And your name always looks like Gwen the Hen. I always read it perfectly. But Gwen the Hen says, LMAO, not me watching your videos and then you're live. Yay. Hi. Well, thank you. I appreciate you. Glad you're here. Shishi, you're my fave. I appreciate you guys. How about, okay, Mariant is wondering some things. Good thing you're in the right place. Farheen wants to ask me something. Also in the right place. I want to hear, first of all, Dina, stop. Dina, you're so sweet. I want to hear you guys. I want to hear some success stories. What are we celebrating? Anything that we've manifested, anything that's come through, any movement that we've seen in the 3D, any movement we haven't seen, but we're still persisting through it. Like, where are we at? Let's kind of pump ourselves up a little bit. Emily, what's up? Do I manifest my beauty or do I manifest my beauty now or it came naturally? I mean, well, first of all, thank you. I mean, I think I come from a good looking family, so that doesn't hurt. And I definitely like script about my skin and how I want my body to look and things like that. And I affirm what I like and what I'm not going to finish that. And I affirm what I like. Let's just say that. And then when I look in the mirror, if I see something that, again, I don't want to finish the sentence because there's no point in it, then I make sure to flip and affirm what I want to see, maybe versus what my eyeballs might be seeing. But that's 360. That's what I do all the time for everything. So I definitely use it on myself as well. You know, I use it in every area of my life that I'm blessed enough to remember in the moment. Louisa says, I need to go on a mental diet about my career and finances. Okay, so how about this? Instead of that, switch that. I want you to affirm right now. I am, let's hold on. Let me say this. Let's better. My mental diet around my career and finances is amazing, top notch, perfect, so good, getting better every day. So switch that instead of I need to blah, blah, blah. It is already. Farheen, how do you manifest an SP? I got so much content on that. It's not even funny. I've got tons of videos that are for free on my channel. I have a free webinar on my website, roxytalks.com. I have a really amazing life-changing program on my website, roxytalks.com. And I'm also hosting a live event on the 30th of this month. That's a Wednesday. And it's Take Them Off the Pedestal. Talking about getting your crush, getting your relationship, balancing the power dynamic in your relationships, things like that. That's happening on July 30th. Nope. That's happening on June 30th. And you can buy tickets for that at my website, roxytalks.com. I am doing a whole summer series. So June 30th, Take Them Off the Pedestal. July 15th, Self-Love Group Connection. July 30th is the Letting Go event, live event. So you can attend 1, 2, or all 3 of them. I do. There is a discount if you get all 3 tickets at once. And then there will be a live, what do you call it? Replay sent to everybody. So if you can't attend it live, like I know I've been talking to some people, they're like, I'm in Italy. I bought tickets, but like, can I still get the recording? And like, yes, of course, if you buy tickets, you'll get the recording. But of course, you know, if you can make it live, that's definitely where more magic happens because we'll be interacting with each other. And like, I want to make it as interactive as possible via Zoom. So connecting with yourself, connecting with each other, connecting with me. There will be a few chances for group coaching, like live coaching on the call. It's not guaranteed, but there will be some space for I'm probably going to choose at random group coaching, like on the call coaching. So going to be great events, 3 chances to come live for this summer, manifesting what you want. June 30th, Take Them Off the Pedestal. July 15th, Self-Love, and July 30th, Letting Go. And that's all at roxytalks.com. Ooh, thanks, Dina. I'm pinning the link to the chat. Thank you. Okay. Okay, I like this question. Now I need to find it on this side. Oh, Ed manifested a new car. Hell yes, Ed. That's awesome. And you know what? Honestly, Ed, I don't doubt that your generosity had something to do with that. So, you know, you being open with the money and just allowing it to flow has helped you manifest a car. Okay, so this is what happened. Ed won. I think you won some scratchers or something. Or you did some surveys online and then just PayPal'd me some money just because to share the wealth. And it was so nice and like unexpected. And then that wasn't that long ago. Now you just manifested a car. So, you know, whoever's listening, that goes for everything. When you're open, things can flow into you. And when you're closed off, they can't flow. Before I get to this next question, I want to say something that I had a session of my own with an intuitive coach. And one of the things that she said was that, because I have a tendency to I like to be in control. I don't like to have other people having I just like to be in control of my own situation at all times. I don't care about what you're doing. I don't care. It's none of my business. But when it has to come to me, when it comes to me, I want to be in control fully. Right. So one of the things that she said to me was that you have to like the things like energy is like water, right? So water flows and water you can't really hold on to. She said when you hold on to water, things are able to come in, but they don't flow out and it becomes a cesspool. So it becomes toxic, right? So just as easily as things flow in, they need to be able to flow out in a way. And like, that's that art of like kind of letting go and not needing things. Because when you're needing something and you're holding on too tightly, you're not having a healthy relationship with it. So if you're holding on to anything too tightly, trying to get money, trying to manifest an SP, trying to blah, 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 you're probably holding on too tightly. You're creating a cesspool, toxic environment in your mind because you're bringing in a lot of like, thoughts or feelings or emotions or steps or who knows what, but we're not allowing ourselves to let go and release as that stuff is being kind of like, new stuff's coming in. So old stuff kind of comes out. It's creating the toxicity within us. So if that analogy helps you, then use it. Okay, ID. You told me your name and I forgot it already. And I'm sorry. Classic Roxy. Okay. ID says, do you always live in the end or do you do steps? Both. Because here's the thing about it. It's like, okay, I'm going to say two things. The first thing I want to say is that if you really think about it, even a step is technically living in the end, because it's like, it's towards your ideal reality and it's part of the unfolding process of you getting to that reality. So therefore it is like a step or a bridge on that, whatever, blah, blah, blah. So, so it's like, it's kind of the same thing in my mind almost. It's, if I'm choosing a response or an affirmation or behavior or an expectation or a blah, 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 blah from my ideal reality, then essentially I am living in the end, whether that is like post-manifestational coming into my 3D or pre. It doesn't really matter, because the idea is like, I know it's going to happen and I know it's coming. So there's not, like it's happening. So I don't need to rush it or feel like I need to have it now because I already have it. And so do I always live in the end or do I do steps? Both. I do whatever the hell I can get to in the moment. If I can get to the end, I'm there. If I can't reach the end, I'm just trying to at least take the next step forward in the right direction. And that'll come, 360 method. That's my personal approach. That's what I teach my clients. And that's how I have changed my entire life and continue to manifest what I got, right? Like, if you don't stay on the process, it's possible. I don't want to wish this on. I'm not trying to speak this on anybody, but it is possible that your old programming just comes right back because it doesn't really go anywhere. So you have to like stay on it. And what I have found is that, just like with anything, there's things that are easier to convince yourself of and change your mind of. And like, sometimes we change our mind, like, oh, I don't want that anymore. Oh, I'm over that. Oh, I learned this. Oh, I understand this now. I see this in a different way. We switch our thinking about something and it's automatic. It's done forever. And we're kind of like on the new thinking pattern. But there's other things that we have to constantly remind ourselves that we changed our mind about. You know what I mean? Like, I can't be the only one who's like, oh yeah, I decided, I forgot I decided something already about this, So, it's whatever you can get to, because some things are going to be easier than others. And some things, once they're rewritten, don't ever come back. And some of them do. And you have to keep rewriting at them and keep working at it. So it's a constant work. 360 method, like I said, constant, like, I hope I never stop. I hope I do it for the rest of my life because I should, and I deserve to, and I better, if I want to continue having the life that I want versus the one that my autopilot chooses for me, then I will continue doing 360 and keeping myself mentally, emotionally, spiritually, physically where I need to be in order to fulfill that story that I am working to become. Does that make sense? That's just a bunch of words. Just a bunch of words tumbling out of my mouth. Okay. The usual. Thank you, Dina. Dina just linked a video of my 360 method. Thanks, Dina. I am working on a 360 method course, like a full transformational deal. It was going to come out this spring, but I had to put everything on pause when I went through that stuff last month. So we're going to put it out in the fall, which is fine. So that's cool, because in the meantime, we have these awesome workshops. We're going to get to connect and be live together. So if you want to see me live and, interact with your fellow community, have some real transformation surrounding the relationships in your life, your own self relationship with yourself, and your ability to let go of the things that you're holding on to. All those we're covering in the summer live workshop series, roxytalks.com. Okay. Hassan, this is a great question because you're definitely not alone with this. And I see this happening to, let me just not affirm now. I'm just going to answer your question. Okay. How can I not get triggered by other people's experiences? All right. This is something. Okay, hold on. Jake Ducey said this, and I love the way he said it because, and I'm going to paraphrase this. You have to watch this actual video to find out how he specifically said it. But the way he said it really it was just like, oh, that makes so much sense the way he said it. But what he was saying is that, like, okay, when we listen to other people's experience about stuff, like, most people are fucked up. Most people have really fucked up beliefs. And that's exactly not how Jake Ducey did not say it like this. Okay. This is Roxy's version of what Jake said. But most people, like, you're getting an opinion from somebody who doesn't have a handle on their shit either. Because most of the people in our lives most of the people you're taking from, maybe they do have a relationship, but they're fucked up in other ways. They're doing something over here. Like, most people don't have like a full handle on their life. I'm not even saying I do. I just understand the process of how to get there. And I am working on it every single day. But like, if you're taking your cues about what's good enough for your life from other people who are also fucked up, like, that's the problem. Like, you're not looking to people who are like completely, I'm assuming, right? When we're looking at other people, we're like, oh, they're getting, and I'm not. You're just looking at Joe Schmo down the road who's got some shit going on, right? Like, it's, I don't know. I just make sure that you're not taking advice from somebody who is not qualified to give it. You know what I mean? Like, don't take on someone else's fucked up limiting belief and make it your own. There's no reason to. We all have our own like little things that we're working on. Don't listen to someone else's and adopt that too. Like, you already got your own shit to deal with. So I hope that makes sense. Please watch Jake Juicy's video from like, I don't even know what it's called. You have to watch all of them. I think it was from like a week or two ago. Just watch them. He's got good energy. No, we don't need to. We're not. No, the whole world's not fucked up. It's not. We're not going to affirm that, because then you continue to see that in your life. Okay. All right. Here we go. Here's something. The super chat just came through. Lauren King. Sorry, I didn't mean to just like blast your. I just read your name and blast your whole situation. Okay. I want to help you here, because you are doing great at manifesting, but it's just not what you want. Okay. So Lauren says, I get dangerous, in all caps, dangerous backfires when I do affirmations, even when I let go of fear and tell myself it's safe. What is happening? This has gone on since 2005. Okay. Everybody in the chat, with love, what is your personal opinion? What do you think is going on with Lauren right here? Why is she experiencing this so much? I want to let's hear our community members kind of sound off. And then I'll tell you I'll see if there's anything left over that. Okay. Jerika says she's reaffirming it. Exactly. So it's been happening since 2005. So for 16 years, you've been affirming and allowing and recreating the situation in your world that affirmations backfire horribly and dangerously for you. Okay. So for one, that's your own manifestation happening over and over, and you've defined it. You know how long it's been. It's kind of interesting, because this is almost like the exact opposite of people who are counting down the days of how long it's been since they like, couldn't get their person, or how long it's been since I've been manifesting. It's been 3 weeks. When are they coming through? Why aren't they texting? It's not working. This reminds me of that same energy. Affirmations have been fucking me up since 2005. Like, ooh, I would never say that sentence again, for one. Okay. So all with love. Okay. Amanda said established 2005. I love it. Caitlin says you keep affirming dangerous backfires. Exactly. That's another one. So you, not only is it dangerous backfires, it's dangerous in all caps backfires. Like, these are dangerous. Okay. So not only is it awful and it's been happening since 2005, but oh my God, it's probably escalating, right? Like, this has been happening for 16 years and these are dangerous. What's happening? What's happening is that you haven't realized yet that every single thought you have is an affirmation. So it's not that when you use affirmations, you get dangerous backfires. What I'm going to imagine is happening with you. Obviously, I won't know exactly till if we, spoke in person or went more down the road. But like, I imagine what's happening is that you are trying to affirm something and then immediately talking yourself out of it. So it's your own self-doubt. Fears, worries, insecurities, doubts, those things, what did I call them before? The Furies or something like that. It's that shit That's why you get dangerous backfires, and it's been happening since 2005. You're affirming that's been happening since 2005. You've labeled yourself as, don't give me any affirmations because they're going to fuck my world up, okay? So the second you start to change things, it's going to get messed up because that's part of your definition of yourself and your world and your expectation of what's going to come next for you. And then, hold on. Is that Frank Kern? That is Frank Kern. Hi, Frank. And then you said, even when I let go of fear and tell myself it's safe. Okay. That concept, letting go of the fear and telling yourself it's safe, that's something that needs to be ongoing, because just because that's what you mentioned, it's making me feel like that's kind of where your issues are lying, somewhere in fear and safety, stability, something like that, right? So your own programming is going to sabotage you in ways that validate the fact that you're not safe, because you use the word dangerous, fear, and safe. Okay, so dead giveaway, right? So that already tells me what kind of stuff you're probably manifesting in your world. That's how like plain and obvious this is, and how this is why you need to have so much control, is because this story right here, this one sentence tells me that you may manifest a lot of shit that is like harmful, scary, fearful, accidents, mishaps, pain, breaking things, like, losing things, dropping things, like stuff like that. Like it sounds like, or worse, this kind of stuff is going to be happening all over your life more, because you use 3 different ways to describe it when we're not even really necessarily talking about that. So, you have to get a hold of your definitions. You have to get a hold of your expectations. You have to control what's going on in your mind all day, every day. Sounds like a lot. I understand. Check out my 360 method. That's exactly what it's for. And how I keep my own insecurities, worries, fears, and doubts at bay, so that they are not continuously manifesting in my world. Because again, all of your thoughts are affirmations. So even if you think you're like, okay, my life I am safe and I am healthy and happy and whole and I'm letting go and everything feels great, that's an affirmation. But so is, oh God, this is dangerous. Oh no, what's going to happen? Uh-oh, but what if? But no, oh God. And this has been happening since 2005. Like, what am I going to do? This is probably all that shit. Those are all affirmations as well. And they're all creating your world. So you've got to get a hold of what you're saying, how you're thinking, how you're reacting, how you're defining yourself, what you're expecting. There's probably a lot. There's a lot to look at. We'll just say it like that. But that's a good thing, because it's always a great time to start this work. And head to roxytalks.com if you'd like to have me help you do that personally. Okay, Tiffany. Hello. How are you doing? Let me, how do I get this off of here? I gotta find it again. There it is. Okay. Tiffany says, thank you so much for the super chat, says, manifested unexpected money and took inventory of things I have called into my life. Yet I still get a worry feeling when calling new things, and I get mad because I should be solid by now. No worry ever, right? No, girl, no. And I say this with love, but it's like, haven't you been listening the whole time? Like, I talk about the fact that I have to fight I just said it 2 minutes ago. I have to fight my worries, doubts, insecurities, and fears every single day. And that's why I do 360 every single day, and why I meditate every single day, and why I listen to affirmations all day, every day, or meditation music. And I'm always on top of my thoughts, and I'm always trying to purge, and I'm always trying to make myself better, because and I keep saying this to you guys, it doesn't go away. And I don't want to affirm that, but like, it hasn't gone away from me yet. I've been doing this stuff for 2 years straight, and it hasn't gone away. I still work at it every single day. That's what I keep trying to explain to everybody. It's like, this is the new way of life. The way you used to think, what you did right here. I'm mad at myself because I should be solid by now. I'm worried that it's not coming in. Why aren't you answering back? And love, just energy coming out, because I love you to death. Where is the flipping and the answering to that? You are still building yourself in every single thought. You are never, ever, ever done. When you're done is when you're dead with this version. And then you're, who knows what, on another one and another plan, you're helping someone else. Who knows? I don't know. I'm sure I've been there, but I don't remember right now. But the thing is like, doubts, insecurities, fears, we're human beings. Where would that shit go? Where would it go to? Like, if there was a fucking trash can for negative emotions and feelings, we would all be full and be emptying it constantly, right? Like it's just, it never fucking stops. So don't stop using it. So like, okay, this is what I want to say. This is something I feel like a lot of people maybe don't get. When they hear me talk about 360, they hear me talk about manifesting, they think I mean only when they're talking about the thing they're manifesting. Even though I say every single time, every thought, all days, no days off, no thoughts off, no subjects off. That means when you're saying, I still get a worried feeling that calling in new things first, that's two things. I get worried when I call in new things. Why? Because you don't feel like you're good enough to get them. So I'm good enough. I know I can have them. They're coming to me every day. Every day I feel better about myself. I know that I am worthy. I'm completely worthy. I'm 100% worthy. I'm more than worthy. That's what you say to that kind of stuff, right? And then I get mad because I should be solid by now. If I was going to be mad at myself for not being solid, I'd be pissed at myself right now, because like solid is a state of mind. Like, think about water. It's a state. It's not a permanence, right? So like even water is only solid in some instances and in some environments, okay? What I mean by that is that, of course, we're going to affirm that we're solid and we're really good, and we are really good, but like, you can't be getting mad at yourself on shit like this. You need to be kind to yourself. You getting mad at yourself is what got you in this place in the first place. You getting mad at shit that's not even yours to be mad at. That's why you're here. So I love you. That's why all the energy's coming out. Like, when we say 360, we mean thoughts like this. I'm not going to, that's not that. No, 360 that shit. Don't say that. Don't affirm that. You're affirming when you say stuff like that. You are affirming when you say, I should be better than this. That's an affirmation, and that's a reality you just manifested, one where you're not good enough to do what you want. Again, not good enough. It comes down to the value shit. So I think I would be working on, if I was you, I'd be working on self-worth stuff, like heavy all day long, saturating your mind with it, because that default programming that we all kind of slip back into, yours goes to self-doubt. So, the worthiness thing. So it's, you have to put a fucking alarm on it. And every time it dips below 50%, bing, 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 get on that shit. Start soothing yourself, start watching the thoughts, and don't let yourself indulge in this kind of stuff, because there's nothing to be mad at. You're doing really well. And that's the only story we're allowing for ourselves. And you have to keep at it, because I'm not going to be there to yell at you every single time you do it, and like, you got to yell at your own version of yelling at yourself to do it. Like, and obviously yelling with love. I don't mean yelling with like anger. I mean, yelling in like a, bitch, you got this kind of, you know what I mean? With love. And I love you and I appreciate you and thank you. And you got this. We're here for you. We're working through it. We're all in it together. Scruffy looking says, used to manifest big things unconsciously, even lost 200 pounds in 12 months through sheer belief. Hold on first of all, that's amazing. Now that I'm aware of conscious manifesting, I feel pressure that seems to get in the way. Any advice? Again, same thing as like what I just said. That's normal. You're a human being, right? So if you are conditioned to feel pressure once things start going good for you, then that's a program, and that's how you probably lose or manifest or self-sabotage yourself with other things in life. Is because once you, for this particular example, once we've done it and we know we can do it, then it's like, okay, well, now I have to do it again. And I know that personally, because I literally have done that, and like have to keep myself on the plane of thinking that like I can still do anything. I could do it again if I wanted to. I could start from scratch, from zero, and do everything again and be just as successful. So my advice on how to deal with that is to be aware when you're starting to feel pressure. Remind yourself that, hey, I can do it. I'm already doing it. It's super easy. I'm in control. I'm an infinite, powerful, creative being. It's all working out for me. Blah, 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 all that stuff, whatever you're telling yourself. And then like distract yourself off that plane of thinking, or off that wavelength, and start thinking about something that is not so stressful and makes you feel better and can kind of distract you off of that wavelength. And then just be on top of your thoughts. Like I was saying in the last one, you have to be on top of this stuff, because your brain and your automatic thinking has run unchecked for so long that it knows this pathway like the back of its hand. And you're trying to lead it down a bunch of fucking new corridors that it does not know. And so if you are not there to lead it, guess which way it's going to go instead? It's going to go back the way it knows, right? Otherwise, because it's not going to just stay, it's not going to stay stagnant. We have thoughts going through every single day. If you're not corralling them to where you want them to go, eventually they're going to settle back into what is most comfortable for you. Just like we always settle back into what's most comfortable for us if we're not on top of our shit. We've all experienced it in so many different areas of our life, studying, going to school, working out, being on a diet, keeping in contact with your friends, you know, being ahead of your self-care. Like, oh, you know what I'm going to fucking do a juice cleanse for 30 days. How many times have we done stuff like that doesn't make it 30 days? Like we do this kind of stuff all the time to ourselves. We just settle back into what's comfortable. This is the problem with the thinking, is that it's the same mechanism, right? It's just like one program, like, you know, we're running one system. This system, I'm running Roxy, this system right now. This is the one we've got going. So when she settles back into her default, which she will do if she is not actively changing it or consciously aware of where she's at, she's gonna eventually end up back to where is most comfortable. That's what we do as human beings. We're creatures of habit. So you have to keep at it. And just like with a lot of things, there is a point when if you keep doing it every day, it becomes just part of your life. And that's where I'm at with 360, but I still have to do it. Like it's not just like, oh, I'm free now because I did it for so long and now I get to just be free for the rest of my life. If I said that to myself every single day instead of other things, then yeah, I'm going to say that too. Actually, I do like that. I am free every single day. I'm free for the rest of my life. I'm free every single day. So just me even thinking that I have to do something to continue running my business or to continue to keep my lights on makes me have to do something in order to keep that going, right? So again, I'm completely free in my life. I can do whatever I want for the rest of my life. I'm completely free. But that notion is not something that's deeply ingrained in me. So I'm going to have to work at that to keep it alive and within me, if that makes sense. So any advice? Yes. Repetition. Do my 360 method. Check out the YouTube video I put out, what was it, like 2 weeks ago, talking about, it's like, you might not have, like, you're a guy, so you might not have gravitated towards a video about being a spiritual baddie, but the content within it is really important and will help you for sure with that. Okay. Let's see. Samantha, is that, hold on, let me make sure I'm not missing any. Yeah. Okay. Samantha sent a super chat without a question. I appreciate you. I'm gonna see if is there a question down here? Y'all, I'm talking real fast today, so I apologize if you can't keep, you know, if it's too fast the brain just moves so fast. Okay, Samantha, I appreciate you. Thank you very much. Brujeria, how do you remember flipping negative thoughts? Literally, like I just said, practice. You have to constantly, continuously do it. That's how you remember to do it. If you don't do it all the time, then you're not remembering to do it, right? Okay. Bespoke invites. Thank you so much for the super chat, says. Love you, girl. No one talks about this one. What if my SP is a few years older and doesn't want to be with me because he has a kid and doesn't want more? That's your own shit. That's not, that's your fears, worries, programmings, expectations being played out in the 3D world. Well, just like anything, that's a projection of your fears. And what I hear at the base level of this is this is arm's length distance. I always do this. It's this way, actually. This thing is my symbol for arm's length distance. What that means to me is that you do something in your relationships to push people away or to keep them away a certain amount so that they're not close enough to completely, like I always say, they can't uproot the system. If they're not deep enough, they can't uproot the system if they leave or whatever. So manifesting physical, emotional, or mental distance from somebody, or like the inability, because this person is like, sounds like he's kind of emotionally unavailable, maybe, but he's definitely kind of physically unavailable. So this to me is somebody, you personally, somebody that has probably manifested separation in your relationships your whole life, probably. I don't mean that to like make fun of you or anything. I'm just, this is very common and you're not alone. Actually, it's not very common. No one does this. Everyone has a very good control over what they're doing with their mind and their story. But in the meantime, this is a story that it has been, the universe kind of cooked up, if you want to say it like that, to validate your underlying fear, worry, doubt, expectation of either being left, not being good enough, people not sticking around, good things don't last. Something like that is generally what's going to create. That's like the underlying belief that's going to create a situation like yours. Okay. So what you're going to do here is say, he's a man. He could literally have kids up until he dies. Like biologically, there's no issue, right? So he is 100% playing out your own story of either not being good enough, things not lasting, not being able to get what you want, yada, 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 whatever that sounds like for you personally. He is giving you a reason why you're not good enough to have it. And this one is because he already has a kid. That's the reason that you have manifested for yourself. Okay. So listen, change the story. He loves you. He's so excited for your future together or the opportunity for a future with you. He can't wait to see where it takes you. He's completely open. He's on the same page as you. He wants exactly what you want. You don't even have to say like, oh, he wants a child too or whatever. You can just say he wants exactly the same. We want the same things. We want the same things. And it's really great. We communicate well. He knows what I want. And he's on board. He's completely on the same page with me. It's really great. Yada, yada, yada. So again, your definition of him in the on the conscious level of this person, you have decided that he's older, he doesn't want kids, it's blah, blah, blah reason. Those things are manifesting and that's going to prevent you from moving forward with it. Your own underlying belief about things not lasting or things not being good enough or things not coming to you or you not being good enough. Again, wherever that base level belief is, that is creating issues with this. And whenever you react to what he does and be resigned to it and like, he said this, or like he says something and it like triggers you and you spiral, that stuff, the stuff you do with your physical body, the behaviors that reinforce the thoughts, also creating this situation in your relationship. So you must deal with all three of those things, the conscious level thoughts, the definitions of the self, the expectations and the reactions, like all that stuff. But that's how you change anything, any manifestation. Okay. Anybody that has a question about your SP, rewind it to, where are we? 3751. Okay. So then rewind it to like 35 or I talk along 33, who knows? And I just explained how to change your definition of something and change what's going on in your 3D reality. That's it. There's no other way. Like your circumstances are not, they might be unique, but they're not like, like, and I'll be real frank, unless it has to do with death. I don't know. I don't have an answer for death. I don't know. But unless it's death, like you're not really going to trip me up and where I'm going to be like, oh, wow, your circumstances really are so bad that you can't manifest. I'm so sorry. Let's hang up this call and I'll see you later. Like, no, like you just need to see around it and realize that you're creating more instances to validate your own fears, worries, beliefs, doubts, and all that stuff, insecurities. And you can change it. And thank you for the super chat. Okay, where are we at? Wait, did I just see Leanne? There you are. Okay. Leanne, I need to make you a moderator. Where are you? Leanne, will you pop another little something in the chat? Just leave an emoji or something. Oh, IPEC, thank you you changed your name so I can see it. Thank you. Okay, I got a couple super chats coming through. I see Meg. Let me make sure that there's none between. Every time I see Meg, I just want to be like, shut up, Meg. But with love. I love Meg. It makes me so sad. Okay. Dalen, thank you very much. I appreciate that cute emoji. Appreciate your generosity. Samantha, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Okay, okay, I see you. Okay. I'm going to be on the lookout for you, Samantha, and your question, okay? There she is. Okay, Samantha says, I'm in a positive world and there is a negative SP that is here every day and in the dark. He deserves light. Oh, okay. He deserves light. How can I not let his bad energy affect mine? Okay, so he deserves light. Give it to him because you are the light. You are the light in your world. Think about this. This is like scientific, okay? We know that everything is energy. We also know that we are made of light. We're light beings. And if you look at the holographic universe for this, again, I'm not a scientist. This is just stuff that I've accumulated from, like, understood from watching smart people talk about quantum physics. If you look at the holographic universe theory, us being a projection of where we come from, like your higher self or like the source or whatever, we're like a copy of that or a projection of it. And when light is, okay, here, I'm not, again, here comes my super scientific explanation. Please, someone help me if you're scientific, explain this better. When a hologram is projected, when there's a projection or a copy made, it's like dimmer than the one before. So as bright as the sun is, like we are of that as well, but we are like a copy. We're like a lower, like grade of it. So we're not as bright of a light, but we are a light. And because this is you, your world, Samantha, in your reality, you literally are the light. You're like, think about yourself, everybody, as the sun of your solar system, which you are. And you being the light, like you need to shine your light on him in order for him to receive it. If he's in the dark, it's because you keep placing him there every single time you agree with, define him to be, and expect him to be in the dark. Okay. So every single person in your reality is acting out according to your definition of life. And they are, the role they're playing is being, how do I say this, perpetuated every time you define them that way. Every time you agree that they are this person, they stay that person. And so in order for him to be the light, you need to say he's got the light shining on him. Visualize yourself like, boo, Care Bear fucking powered, like light his ass up, literally. View him in the light. View him right, hold on, let's all together. We're going to view this person in a ball of light. Actually, let's take this back. I want you to view somebody in your world. Ooh. Okay, I'm going to do it too. I want everybody on here right now to close your eyes and visualize someone in your world that needs your light. This can be somebody that you need to forgive. This can be someone that did you wrong. This could be someone you don't like. This could be someone that's mean to you. This could be someone that you were mean to. Doesn't really matter. Pick somebody in your world right now that deserves the light that you have not been showing and shining on them, okay? Real fast. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath. Just steady your breathing a little bit. Maybe that's just me. I have all this energy coursing through, so let's inhale slow and exhale. Let's sweep, erase, make a nice little clear chalkboard in our head. And I want you to just see this person, or it could be the idea, it could be the energy of them, just the feeling of them. It could just be their name. And I want you to right now see them just engulfed in bright white healing light. Oh my God, my cat came. Hi, cat. Okay. See them engulfed in bright, healing, beautiful, white, warm, loving light. And maybe give them an affirmation. I shine my light of love on you. You deserve it. I recognize that. I deserve it as well. I shine it on us both. So it is and so it shall be. We'll just call it that. We just did it, all right? So do that more often if you need to. See them in the light. See them in the love. Send them away with kindness and grace, or, you know, give them what you want to see them doing instead of constantly giving them what you don't want to see them doing, which is every time you affirm or, you know, react, you're giving them what you don't want them to be doing, and they're taking it and they're running with it. So I hope that helped. Okay, I need to find Leanne again. Oh, there she is. Okay. Care Bear power. Yes. Okay. There you are. Cool. Thanks, Leanne. Okay. All right. Brandon said she came to say hi to me. It must have been the good energy because I had my eyes closed. I didn't even see her coming. And I just, all of a sudden, there was just a cat on my lap. Okay. Lovely Ghosts. Thank you so much for the super chat says, my SP got mad and mean about my over texting and it triggered something bad from my past. I refuse to accept an end and I can and will fix this. Okay. I feel you. I agree. Like, bitch, if you're in my world, I will text you as many times as I want to and vice versa. You know, like if you're like, I'm open, you're open. If you want to text me, cool. If I want to text you, I don't care, you know? And treating the relationships in your life like that, like I've described it to a client before as like the inevitability of them being there. Like, for example, for some people, it might be a parent. Not everybody has a parent that they can rely on, but like those people in your life that have always been there, the people that you just don't question whether they're going to be there, you know that no matter what you go through, like they're always going to be there. It's kind of like a given. Like almost, I want to say, as sad as this is, like the people we take for granted, kind of. Those people, you would text them all day. I don't care what time it is. I need to talk to you real fast. Like you treat it like that because there's that familiarity and that just like, there's no question of whether they're going anywhere or not. Like, obviously we know that every human has its time on its planet. And we hope that those, you know, it lasts as long as possible. But aside from that, you know, complete inevitability of human existence or whatever, aside from that, it's just that, just no, like no, the absence of a question of whether or not they're going to be around or be there, or if you could text them, like you don't even consider it. You know, like if I text my mom, I would never, the only reason I would even think twice about texting my mom is like, if she's working right now and like can't get to it, or if she's busy, you know what I mean? It wouldn't be like, is my mom going to ever text me back? Because I know she will. And if she doesn't, mama, you get my text, you know, like we don't, it's a different, the expectation is different. And so like when you're walking on eggshells with somebody, you're afraid to text them, you feel weird about it. You feel like you're like, oh, should I, blah, blah. I can't answer whether you should or not. I can just say that's not the energy of somebody who has no worries about whether or not someone's going to continue being in their life, you know? So it's kind of about faking or creating or pretending that you have that security and that safety and knowing until you really feel it. But listen, you're in the right spot as far as like, okay, I don't care what you say. I'm not going to like accept this, but I don't think you should be thinking, you don't have to fix anything. You just need a readjustment of your, how do I say this? You need to readjust your perspective. That's all. Readjustment of your perspective is what I was getting at. So do that. Adjust your perspective, change the way you're looking at it and talking about it, and then expect that it's going to reflect that because you have defined it differently and it's going to do what you say it's going to do. So act as if it's doing that. Pretend that it is mentally, emotionally, if you can, physically too, you know? Cindy celebrating my grandma's birthday. Happy birthday, Grandma. Cindy's grandma. Hello. Meg. All right. Thank you so much for the super chat. Okay. I'm going to read this. I don't know if I totally understand this. I'm going to try to read it out loud and see if it makes more sense. I think, thank you. Monday, you were on point on a missed opportunity. Okay. Gotcha. Okay. I couldn't brain that when I was reading it in my head. Thank you. Monday, you were on point about a missed opportunity. That's what I feel when I think of him for an SP with no bad blood, but just not being single at the same time. Okay, I remember your story now. Okay, yeah. So I was saying missed opportunities coming up for you. So you're validating that was right. So how do I change my story or affirmations? Well, what's the opposite of a missed opportunity? Or what's the opposite of somebody who misses opportunities? Someone who gets opportunities. Someone who opportunities come to. Someone who opportunities come. I don't care if I miss that shit. It's going to come around 2, 3, 4, 100 times again. It's coming around the block back again. I'm not worried about missing anything. If anything, it missed me. Hi, bitch, I'm over here. You can come get me now. Like, you're not missing anything. So how do you affirm? Like, I love you and I'm here for you, obviously. But for everybody, like, when you're asking, how do I affirm this? Like, what do you want? Say that. What do you not want? Say the opposite. It's really easy. It's not hard. Like, it's easy to come up with these. So if your story is missed opportunity, what is the opposite? Lots of opportunity, taking opportunities, getting opportunities, seeing opportunities come through, knowing instinctively when it's right to make a choice. always making the right choice, always being in the right place at the right time. Things are always working out for you. Things always line up for you. That's best case scenario. All of those, every single one of those are all affirmations that describe the opposite of a missed opportunity. So that's where you go with your story and your affirmations, is like literally Google. I would Google missed opportunity if you want. Find some text or things that people have experienced, ways they describe it, words they use, and then hit the thesaurus and look up the antonyms of it, or find the antonym and look up the synonyms of that, like find the words that describe what you want and then just say them in your head or out loud. And now they are affirmations, and then say them again instead of saying the other shit. Every time you want to think a thought that sounds like a missed opportunity, you shut it down in the moment. And you actually, you know what though? I'm not worried, because everything always works out for me. I always get the opportunities. I always get tons of opportunities. I always get my chance, whether I miss it the first time or not. Sometimes we're just, we're on time, perfectly on time for things, and they're going to come around for us exactly when we need them. So I'm not really worried. You're changing the energy and the expectation, the definitions of yourself, just like with every other question we've had, and making sure that if you catch yourself thinking the old one, you shut it down and think the new one. Okay. Jasmine, thank you so much. Super chat. How do I balance control and letting go? Well, how about instead of thinking it like that, how about you think about being in control of letting go? Because I'm a control person too. And so if I need to be in control of something, let me be in control of the fact that I don't need anything, and I'm fine already. And I'm going to control the way I think and feel about myself, because I am in control. And so everything's working out for me, and I don't have to worry about it. I've already let it go, and everything's fine. So if you want to be in control, then that means being in control of your thinking, your reactions, your thoughts, the way you're acting and behaving and defining yourself. So that's where the balance is in controlling what you're doing with your mind, not letting yourself go down the road that you usually go on. And letting go is not needing to go down the road that you usually go on, because you know that everything's fine. So you're not going to allow yourself to dwell on those thoughts or those feelings, those worries, because why would I if I already knew that everything was working out? It's like if you want to live that story, you need to sell it to yourself. You need to act like it. You need to be it. If you're contradicting your affirmations and your story, then you're just not going to go very far with it. Whew. It just got really hot up in here. I'm glad I'm wearing this freaking tank top. Okay, so I'm going to just take this little moment to remind everybody that you can come to a live event. Well, okay, a live Zoom event happening. We have 3 this summer. You can catch me live. 3 times. Connect with yourself, connect with me, connect with your fellow community members. June 30th. Is that next Wednesday? I think that's next Wednesday. We're doing the take them off the pedestal, get your crush, get your summer crush, realign the power dynamic in your relationship, make them chase you, all those things that everybody seems to want. We're doing that on June 30th. July 15th is a self-love and deep group connection experience that we're doing, again, July 15th. And July 30th is our letting it all go, F the BS, let it go, dropping all the stuff workshop. Those are your 3 chances to see me live this summer, interact with me, potentially get live coaching, and connect with your fellow community members who understand you and are working on the same level as you. So we are here for each other. All that's going down roxytalks.com, or Dina has also pinned the link in the YouTube chat. You can check that out. Daniel says, I'll actually miss it. I don't have Zoom. Okay, you could download Zoom for the event, or if you get a ticket, you will be emailed a recording of the event, so you could still watch it. And obviously do the exercises and stuff yourself. There just won't be that like interactive component, but it'll still be amazing. See if Dina's got some wisdom for us. Dina says, anyone who is manifesting an SP, no matter who it is, the circumstances are irrelevant. Thank you, Dina. I have a cat hair on my lip gloss. Okay, got it. The Daisy, thank you very much. I appreciate your kind words, doll. And Alex, thank you very much. Okay, so Sana says, my friend just got promoted at work. That means my huge promotion is coming. Yes, proud of you. I'm so excited. Somebody asked earlier how to not be jealous of yeah. She said, get a cat. Yeah, just get a cat. If you're feeling jealous about anything, just get a cat and that'll solve all your problems. Right? Yeah. Where were we talking about? You distracted me. You know, mommy's so good at saying folky. Okay, what were we talking about? Oh, yeah. Somebody asked how to not be jealous. She just displayed it right there. This person is manifesting a promotion, and it happened to somebody at your work even, and you are celebrating it. That's how you fucking do it. That's how you get it. Earlier, Ed Selena talked about how he just manifested a new car. Just a few weeks ago, he just randomly got a little bit. And I'm not telling anyone to send me money. I'm just saying this is the energy of it, right? Like Ed just randomly sent me a couple bucks because he manifested some, because he wanted to share the wealth. And then a few weeks later, he manifested a car. So I'm just saying that's how you do it. You see someone who has what you like, or you, yeah, you get a cat. I know. I'm sorry. I should have said that first. You celebrate it. You give of it. You're open of it. Because if Sana had been like, oh, somebody got my promotion, she closed herself off to it. She would have closed herself. Let's say that Ed got that money and he's like, ooh, I better save this because I'm trying to get a car. I need to pinch every penny that I can. We might not be having this conversation right now. But when you take an opportunity, no matter what it is, and say, yes, this is amazing. Everything is working out for me, period. No matter what it is, you get there. Like, that's how you get there. So I know those are like kind of different examples, but like, I just want to show you guys how to be open and allow, even when you don't know how things are happening for you, don't know when they're coming, you don't know how things are going to look, you just still say that they are, and you live as if it already was that way, because that's how you get there. If Sana had gotten her promotion first and then her friend got it, she would be so happy for them, right? So same thing. Who cares who got it first? You're both getting your promotions. How exciting. Yay. Manifesting is fun. What? I'm not opening the closet. No, there's nothing for cats in there. No, there's not. There's not. Allie says, how can cats help us manifest more quickly? Crammy, did you hear the question? She's not even interested. She's like, open the closet and I'll tell you. Dina says, we are all connected, so their success is your own success. Claim it. Yes, ma'am. That's right. Sana says, I used to be so envious of people in relationships, but now I get all excited and so happy. Mine is here. Woo. Yes, exactly. You have to, like, if you see something that you want, you have to welcome the energy and not, close yourself off to it, because then you're closed off to it, right? Like, if you slam the door in its face, it might not want to come knocking around again, Okay. Thank you so much for the super chat. Says, how do I stop being sad about my SP? I can't stop crying over him. He hasn't been in my life for years and the circumstances are bad and feel so real. Dina, I want you to offer some advice here, please, if you don't mind. In the meantime, the circumstances are bad and feel so real. Why are you doing that to yourself? Like, don't ever say that again, ever. That's why your circumstances are bad. That's why they're impossible to work through, is because you have set them that way. You have to change your story. And if you are feeling too emotional to deal with the thoughts in your head, then you need to be doing emotional work to purge this stuff and move on from the pain within you, okay? Because the pain that you are validating and soaking up and living in every single day and validating again and affirming and then crying over and thinking about how your life sucks and oh my God, and everything is so bad and everything is so real. That's why you have to let that shit go. You got to let that story go. Like the emotions you feel in your body are one thing and they are valid and they are allowed. However, they don't get to mess with your thinking. We want to get to this point where we're allowing ourselves to feel how we feel. We're purging our emotions. We're meditating. We're scream therapy. We're letting things go. We're sitting with our emotions. We're getting therapy. We're in, what are they called? Group therapy, self-help. We're exercising. We're taking boxing. We're doing whatever. I don't know. You tell me what helps you clear that shit off your plate, but you have to continuously do that. And then also simultaneously not let your thoughts dump more shit upon you, which is what you're doing by telling all of this ridiculous story about how it's so bad and you can't do anything about it. Like, that's manifesting. So like, get a hold of your feelings. And I mean that in the best, like most supportive way possible. Find what works for you. Find a way to purge in a healthy way. And then also separately, both equally important, get a hold of your thoughts, because your thoughts are just creating more pain and more pain and more pain and more pain that your body then has to deal with. So deal with the pain already built up within the body, and then stop adding more by dealing with the thoughts that are putting the pain back into the body. Dina says, you have to allow yourself to feel those emotions. Release because you are running from the pain and using them as an excuse to stay stuck. You are defining the circumstances to be real, but your emotions are swallowing you whole right now. Some insightful words there from Miss Dina. So, APEC, you're not blocked, but it's just, there's just hundreds of people that are asking questions, and I'm just, I'm only one person. I'm trying to answer what I can, and no, you're not blocked. I saw the word crystal like 10 minutes ago once, so I'm guessing that was your thing, and I see you right now. You're not blocked. Again, I'm only one person, and I can't possibly answer every single question that comes up here. And on top of that, I have super chats. If people pay money to ask a question, then I prioritize it. So I get through those before I get back to the other ones, just because, people pay for it. So I want to answer the question. You don't have to pay, but if I have them coming through, then I'm going to answer them first. Okay, and then M. All right, here's the deal. Listen, here's the deal, M. Here's the deal right now. And I'm saying this with love. It might sound mean, but I'm saying this with love. I just spoke to you for 5 minutes about it. Dina just gave you some great information, and you chose to respond by reaffirming your circumstances and telling them why they're wrong. That's your problem. We just reset you, and you went back to the pain. And that's where the issue lies, is you have to stop yourself from doing that. I'm going to read them out loud so you know. M says, at Dina, I know you're right. Sad face. It's hard not to doubt what everyone says to move on, though. Who cares what everyone else thinks? This is your reality. If you want our advice on how to move past it, we've given you some. If you are going to take the advice and just tell people how it's not going to work for you, That's on you. But like, I wouldn't listen to other people who aren't telling you how to live the life you want to live. If someone's telling you that the life you've chosen for yourself is not the one that you should be living, then that's your chance, or your, what's the word I want to use? That's your job, or your, the word's not coming to me. That's in your place to decide whether or not you're going to listen. Like, is what they're saying valid? Do they have a point? If they don't, then like, why are you listening to them? Why are you listening to people that tell you it's not possible when you have all these people telling you it's possible? If you're here, take the advice we're giving you, or don't ask for it. And I mean this with love, because like, if this is your pattern, to find the answer and then to shoo it away immediately, that's going to be a problem, because no answers are going to work for you. They can come, but you're denying them. So what's the point of them even coming? So you have to get a hold of, you can't, here we go, another one. At Heather, I can't stop crying though, sad face. I feel like worse and worse each day. Maybe I need therapy. Yeah, you probably do. And I mean that with love. I need therapy. You know, everybody on this fucking everybody probably needs therapy. So it's not a bad thing, but yes, you need to do something about your emotions, because like Dina said, you're letting yourself get wrapped up in them, and you're not, it's affecting your whole deal. And so you're not telling the right story, which is, this is the problem. The feelings don't manifest. The thoughts do. So if you're letting your feelings inform your thoughts, then your feelings are making your decisions for you. And right now, your feelings are in the fucking basement. So stop making decisions from that place. Soothe yourself. Ease the pain. Love yourself. Show yourself the attention that you're saying someone else isn't giving to you. Give it to yourself. Give yourself the love. Go to therapy. Find a group that you can talk to. We're here. Well, the community is wonderful. Get a partner. Call a friend. Call a family member. Scream, rage, run, punch. Not people punching bags, you know, like swim. I don't know. Do something to process the emotion, okay? To process the emotion. But the pity party, gotta stop right this moment, right now, because it's not doing you a single favor, and it is only manifesting more pain for you to go in, just like I said 10 minutes ago. So we love you, but this is not the place like to come and talk about how difficult your specific situation is, because nobody here is going to be like, oh man, you're right. Yours is so much worse than everybody else's. You probably can't manifest. No, that's not what we're here for. Your situation is something you made up in your head. That's why it doesn't matter, because you made it up and it's playing out. So if you can make something else up and stop telling the old thing long enough, that new thing will play out. That's just how it works. But you have to stay on top of it every single day. You're working towards processing the emotions and cleaning out the mental junk, connecting to yourself, loving yourself, giving yourself more time, attention, affection, space, freedom, peace, whatever it is that you need. And also not indulging in the stuff that keeps you where you're at, okay? We love you to death. And the only reason I'm talking firm at you is because, I don't know, that's the voice that's coming out. If you need therapy, go get some therapy. I need it too. I have to get it myself. There's nothing wrong with it. Go get some. Learn how to deal with what you got going on so that you can manifest out of it. You know, like it's just going to keep happening. You're just like swirling in it. And that's exactly what Dina was saying. So okay, thanks. I love you. I was hoping I wasn't being too harsh. I don't mean it harsh. My voice is just kind of aggressive. M says, thank you so much, Roxy, and everyone. That makes sense. I think I need to go for therapy. My self-care has definitely been lagging. There you go. Your self-care. And here's the deal, guys. If you're not caring for yourself, how is someone supposed to mirror you and care for you? Do you know what a mirror is? This is not for you, and this is for everybody. If you don't understand what a mirror does, please Google it right now. A mirror reflects only what is put up in front of it. So if your world is reflecting shit that you don't want, it's because you are not doing internally what you say you want. There is a dissonance. You are doing one thing and expecting another, or wanting one thing and expecting another thing and not being happy with the results. And then looking to your outside circumstances to blame, when in reality, it's because you are not on the same page mentally as what you want physically. When those two things come in alignment, everything works out for you. So work on the emotional stuff. The emotions need to be dealt with. They're not the same thing as the thoughts. They're not what's manifesting, but they do inform the thoughts. So that's why they're important, because you react to your emotions with your thoughts, but you also create more with those thoughts, more feelings and more instances to feel that way. So there is an art of allowing and processing the feelings without affirming over and over that your shit sucks. Like you got to find a way to do both. Okay, IPEC. Thanks for the super chat. I appreciate you. No worries. I understand. I'm glad you're here. My thoughts on crystals. Okay, so I actually have some right here. These are my favorites. I've shown them before. This is like a giant, it's not giant. This is my medium quartz, just a regular clear quartz, amplifying power. This is the only crystal that I can feel. I'm trying to see if I can feel it right now, if it's only sometimes. This is the only crystal I've ever been able to like feel the energy from. And I never really understood it until like one day I was meditating and I was like, why is my hand throbbing? This one is this is like a lodolite crystal, or excuse me, lodolite quartz. Also smoky, is it lodolite? Yeah, smoky garden quartz is another way they call it. And these are the two that I use for meditation. I think this one's for, I think this one is for mental clarity. I can't even fucking remember now. But I know clear quartz amplifies your power. It's cleansing as well. So these are the two that I use. These are my two favorite crystals. I don't know why, but they're the ones that I resonate with most. And these are the ones I use when I meditate. I don't know if it helps, honestly. Like, to be real honest with you, like, I don't know. I mean, they say that the crystals do all, have the things. I know they have their properties, their energetic properties. I know that like a lot of information can be stored on crystals. I know what they say about it, but like that's pretty much as I know. I probably know as much as you do about it. I just don't know. Like, who knows if they work? But if I believe they amplify, or if I believe they work, then that's what's happening, right? Like my beliefs and my perception of my reality is what's creating it for me. So if I use a crystal and it's successful, it's because my expectation of it to be successful is what happened. And I don't know, not necessarily that it was the crystal that did it, right? Like, that's kind of where I'm at. But like, I don't know. I have them. I have tons of crystals. I have a freaking online metaphysical store. So I do love them, obviously aesthetically and for the concepts of them. But to be real honest with you, I just like, I don't know. Like, I really don't know if there's a lot of things I don't know. I just, I don't know if they do, Killer Pop Tart says, as a therapist, I advise everyone go to therapy just to learn yourself and your needs with love. Yeah, totally agreed. Totally agreed. Samantha says, I believe they work because I saw my bright pink rose quartz torn white. Oh. Em, we love you. Appreciate you. Thank you. Like, we got your back. You can do this. You got this. Okay. Is Moldavite the black one? I keep seeing people talking about Moldavite. I think Leor Alexandra made a video about Moldavite. I didn't watch it, but I don't really don't know that much about them. I literally know as much as Google's going to tell you. And I like, if you think that they amplify your power, then that's like, it's that belief that's amplifying it. I don't know. But then again, I don't know. Maybe they do. Maybe they fucking do. I need to do like an energy scan or something while I'm like, let me see if I can see the energy field around this. Because I can see the energy field around the, oh yeah, I can see it. Around the pendulum when I do it. It's more faint though. And it's more like seems more like, okay. Anyways, what's going on? Okay, a super chat came through. What are we talking about? Manda Panda. Thank you so much for the super chat, says. I was affirming and manifesting my fiance and I working it out, but now I feel like I don't want him back. I'm confused because I wanted it to work so bad. Well, here's the thing. I personally believe that if you're doing manifesting a specific person right, there's going to come a point where you're like, do I really want this anymore? Because that self-work, that self-care, love, that self-concept, all that stuff, it's elevating the way you feel about yourself, and it's elevating the expectations that you have of yourself, and it also elevates, like, I guess we could say, like, your worthiness, like, index, like once you realize that you can, like, make anything happen and you can have anything, that opens up your worth, just that, because you're like, oh, wait a minute, I can just have anything. Makes you feel a little bit different than I can't have that thing, or this thing doesn't work out for me. So why did this just change? Ho the show. Why did it do that? So what was I saying? I got distracted. Okay, so yeah, so if you're at this point where you're like, wait a minute, like, is this really what I want for myself? That's a good thing, because that shows that you're actually caring for yourself and considering, like, whoa, like, do I deserve this relationship, or do I deserve something better? Like, where I was in my life when I manifested this relationship, or where I was when I manifested the breakup, is obviously at, like, a lower, vibrational place or something, if you can think of it like that, than where I'm at now. Once you start to see your own value and see that you can have anything, it makes the thing that you've been, like, settling for, like, it shows the obvious that you've been settling for it, right? Like, when you're just taking what you can get because you just want someone so bad, or you just want something so bad to work out, or you're not really thinking about the fact that you can have anything. Like, is this really what if I could pick anything, is this what I would pick? That's what it is right there. That's the sentence I was looking for this whole time. If I could pick absolutely anything for myself, is this what I would pick? And that's why so many people start to lose interest in their SP once they do this work, is because they start to realize, like, I can really have anything. Was I settling for this? And I'm not saying everybody is, but, like, at least it has to be that 50% are settling, right? Like, half of the people are going to be on a, like, if our spectrum is, like, manifesting the absolute best versus just taking what I can fucking get, and of all the people that are manifesting, there's going to be people that hit this 50% mark and are below that. So half of the people out there, we're going to use one of these weird statistics, half of these people out there are probably manifesting a situation that, like, in my opinion, is not even fucking nearly as good as it could be. So once you realize that you don't have to settle, that everything is, it's just what you say it is, and if you say the thing that you want for long enough, that it will come about, then it's like everything's opened up for you, and you don't have to settle anymore. And so if you were settling, that's probably why you feel the way you feel right now. Or maybe you're questioning whether you're settling, which is fine. It's like, I don't care. It's not my relationship. Do what you got to do with it. But instead of being confused about and wanting it to work so bad and all that thing, just think about the fact that what you really want is a deep, loving connection with a person that fulfills you in all the ways you want to be fulfilled. And if that relationship is not giving it to you, then that's why you're reevaluating whether you want to welcome it back into your life. And you can, or you don't have to. You can change the way you feel about that person, or, work on your concept of it, or just realize that love's coming to you no matter what, and you're going to be happy and fulfilled with whoever comes along, because that's the whole point of it, is to manifest the happiness, the fulfillment, the connection, the love, the safety, and yada yada. That's going to bring in the right person for you, instead of working so hard to make your 3D poop, your energetic poop conform. You're like building statues out of poop instead of going upstairs and doing the real work up here. Not saying you're not, I'm, for the most part, a lot of us are doing this, and that's fine. We're working on it every day. But yeah, I would just say more so, like, I know exactly what I want. I love my life. I'm completely fulfilled. I love how I feel. Things like that. Like, the relationships in my life are so beautiful. I have such great people in my life. Things that kind of cover the bases without having to go down the road of, like, affirming for this person that you're not sure you want anymore. Just start going straight to the end, which is a happy, healthy, whole relationship, not necessarily with them, but just in general. I hope that helped. Okay, so what time is it? It's 2:12. All right, so I'm gonna start wrapping it up. Tekken is my world. How many times in your life have people told you that you remind them of Pink? Countless, literally. Like, and especially back when I used to have like pink hair or like short hair I've had and stuff. And like when I sing, people say I sound like her too. So I've heard I sound like a mix between Gwen Stefani and Pink, which I mean, obviously thanks, but I don't think my voice is as raspy as Pink's, but I definitely have heard that about being reminded by Pink a lot, like since I was like 20. Okay, which was like 17 fucking years ago. Oh my God, my 20th high school reunion is like, are they even having one? Did I get invited? It's like this year, this summer. I graduated high school 20 fucking years ago. Isn't that insane? Okay, so please remember you can come and see a live workshop. How do I want to say that better? Come see me live. I'm hosting 3 live workshops this summer workshop series via Zoom. 3 opportunities to see me live to get to the bottom of the biggest issues plaguing the most people that I talk to, and also connecting with yourself, people in your community, and me as well. June 30th, take them off the pedestal. That's what we're talking about. Getting your crush, realign the power dynamic in your relationship. June 30th, roxytalks.com. Or if you're on YouTube, you can grab Dina put the link. She pinned the link at the top of the chat. What else do we got? Oh yeah, July 15th. That is self-love and the deep group connection that we're doing. That's going to be really fun. And then July 30th is the F the BS, letting it all go. The Letting Go Fest. We'll just call it the Letting Go Fest. We're doing that on July 30th. So if any of those sound great or interesting to you, head to roxytalks.com. And then also, if you're not able to make it live, there will be a recording mailed to everybody that purchases a ticket. So you will get a chance to listen to that as well. Tekken and Matthew, I appreciate you guys. Thank you. I picked, do I manifest better vocals or fame about music? I definitely, like, I wouldn't say I manifest better vocals, but I changed my self-talk when it came to my singing. And obviously self-talk is affirmations. So I used to be really hard on myself, like really fucking hard on myself. Every time I performed, every time if I missed a note, if I did anything, it would just be like, you know, I could have everything is flawless performance. If I like miss one note, that's the only thing I can fucking think about. It's just like, you know, like you can't take compliments because you're too busy beating yourself up and stuff. So I used to be like that a lot when it came to my singing. And then like, yeah, I got better. I mean, I guess I got more experience over the years and gained more confidence as a singer. But just recently, in the last like 3, 4, 5 months, I just started saying like, I always hit every note perfectly. I'm a great, obviously I always affirm that I'm a great singer, but even when I'm like recording or working on music, I just started saying like, I get paid millions for this shit. I'm getting paid right now. I'm getting paid to do this. I'm just getting paid while this is happening. So I'm saying things like that instead of like the other shit that I might be saying about my craft, my talent, my expectation of my career, yada, yada. As far as like fame about music, not really. I don't really want that. Like I want my stuff to be out there, but like without me having to be famous. I don't know how that, like Enya. I want to be like Enya. So yeah. So do I manifest better vocals? Kind of. Yeah, I guess so. I definitely use my affirmations. Fame, not really. I do, you know, script and talk about people loving my music and connecting with it and lots of people listening to and stuff like that. But it's not about like, I'm not trying to like blow up over music. Like I spent all of my 20s and part of my 30s going after that. And I'm just not really interested in it anymore. Now that I'm like, you know, I'm gonna be 38 soon. It's already past my half birthday. So I'm like closer to 38 than 37 at this point. And it's just not something that I like, I don't know, not really. It's not something I want in my life anymore. I don't want that kind of attention and like, you know, not being able to leave your house and having people taking pictures of you everywhere you go. Like, I just not really into that kind of shit. Like, I don't want people like up my business. Like, leave me the fuck out of it. You go to your thing, I'm gonna do mine. Just like, we'll just be coexisting separately. Okay, so Jasmine. Jasmine says, I'm so excited that I actually made it onto a live. You're amazing. Thank you. And I appreciate you so freaking much. You're a gorgeous gift to my life and impacting us all in amazing ways. Thank you. That was so sweet. I appreciate you. Thank you. That was so nice. Thanks for coming. Dina says Roxy is my twin. Finally, Dina gets it. Me and Dina have so many parallels in our lives. It's so funny. She said did the same thing after every performance. Yeah, girl, you know. And it's just like, it doesn't help. Because like I know you are an incredible singer. So like you doing that is just dumb. But I, as a singer, I know exactly what that's like. And like, that's exactly how I am. So we just can't do that to ourselves. Sana, good night. Sana's another one who has an amazing voice. I haven't really heard everybody else. Samba, I love Samba. Heather's what is it called? Predictive text. Change it to Samba, which I love that too. Samba. Can you change your name with manifestation? I don't know. Like, that's kind of a strange, I don't know how to answer that question, but it's like, you can just start calling yourself by a name. You can just do that. You really can. So, like you can like do like a soft change. I would just Google it, because I don't know what country you're in, but like, as far as America goes, like, I'm pretty sure you just can call yourself some shit. And, if you want it to be changed legally at some point, you can do that. It's kind of like a pain in the ass process, but, like you can start by just calling yourself that. And then eventually when you're ready to change it legally, you could. Yeah. I look 20. I was literally 17 years ago. Isn't that crazy? Okay. Is it better to affirm in your first language? I don't know. I only speak one, so I really couldn't tell you. I really don't know. But I feel like if you speak more than one language, then that just gives you more opportunity to, like a conceptual. Because that's the thing. It's like, I think at the end of the day, it's like the concept of what you're talking about. It's like what you're actually saying. And that is like, that's not really, that transcends language. So, So now I'm so proud of you. Says, I love you, Roxy. I came here to get yelled at, but I took in the yelling you administered to other people. I'm so proud of you, honestly. Like, I really am. Because like, you didn't come in here and affirm shit. Like, seriously, like, so good. I'm proud of you. Sana, tell your sister hi and thank you. Love you. Samantha, you're gonna be 40 this year. Yeah, I'm getting close. I'm excited, I'm excited to not be like dreading it. Like I was dreading like being in my 30s, but once you realize it's just a gift to still be alive, Okay. All right. 221. JJ. This is such a loaded question here at the end. JJ, how to deal with low self-worth. I have a self-worth video, and I think I have a self-love and self-worth playlist. The most recent self-love video, it's called You Are Worthy. I had like the hair up here and like kind of the little dreadlocks in there. It was one of the last videos I made of the face-to-face YouTube videos. It's all about that. Check that out because that's like a more organized presentation. There we go. Thanks, Leanne. There we go. That's why the moderators are amazing. Okay. Rosanna, hello. I'm good. Thank you for being here. Appreciate you popping in. JJ, let us know how that video works for you. And yeah, check out the playlist as well. And literally, I'll say, the worth thing and the self-love thing, it's literally practice. Like, you have been practicing the opposite of self-love and self-worth. every day with your thoughts and thinking. And so now we just need to do the, switch it and start practicing thoughts of self-love and self-worth. Love you, Brad. Hi. And don't affirm what you like. If you've been manifesting something, then don't affirm that it's not working, because that's why it's not working. Because you keep saying it's not working. You keep checking for it and it's not there yet, and then you affirm it. And someone asked just before you, how do you stop checking in the 3D? Distract yourself with some shit that's going to please you, because if you keep like a watched pot never boils, think about that. Like, you've got to like step away from it and just distract yourself with something else and focus on. Look at my 360 method. Watch the video I just put out last week or whatever, 2 weeks ago, about being a spiritual baddie. As funny as that, it's probably sounds ridiculous, but the information in the video is really important. Maybe I should have titled it something else. Doesn't really matter. Anyways, Rosanna says, I manifested my dog being calmer during our walks. Totally possible. Totally possible. Okay. Okay. All right. I love you guys so much. Let's do a little group affirmation today. How are we feel? Okay, Emmy, I'm here for you, girl. I feel you. Trust, 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 and stop affirming, okay? Stop affirming your nightmare. I'm just going to say this real fast. Some of you guys, I love you to death. Who gives a fuck what you have a nightmare about? Why are you letting that change your everything? Like, I get it. I totally get it. I understand that it's like, it can be triggering and stuff like that, but that was your dream, your nightmare. Look at it and say, ha, I'm glad that's not my reality, and move the fuck on with your day. Just like you would if you were dreaming about fucking Saw or Freddy Krueger. Like, stop letting a dream take over your fucking day. Why are you doing this, people? And girl, okay. Stop affirming. Why are you arguing back? And I mean this with love. I'm sure that it was a really bad dream. I'm sure it was traumatizing, but does that change what I just said? Am I going to be like, oh God, you're right. You should let it affect your manifestation. You should let it affect your whole day. You really should. The fuck kind of coach should I be? It was a dream. Let it go. Reaffirm that it's all working out for you, which you are. But I'm saying, stop affirming how bad it was. It was a fucking dream. Let it go. That's your own fears playing out. It's not real. Let it go and say, I'm so glad that's not my reality. Thank God it's blah, 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 blah. And then do something that makes you feel good. Call somebody, get on the phone, distract yourself, watch a cat video. But like, don't. Thank you, Dina. Don't give your nightmares power. Like, why? I don't know why people do this. Like, and I'm getting triggered from it, obviously. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I'm good. I'm glad this came up because it's allowing us to discuss it real fast. I'm not going to start that sentence the way I want to start it. What I'm going to say is, don't give your nightmares power. Stop. Shake it off. Just like if it was a dream. Again, like Freddy Krueger, like I used to dream when I was a little kid. I had a reoccurring dream about Freddy Krueger all the fucking time. Dreams are scary and they suck and they feel real. But when you wake up and you realize they're not, ha ha ha, nice try. And move on about your day. Don't bring it with you, because what you're doing right now is you're bringing your dream into your fucking real life. That's what you're doing by telling me, no, but it really was bad. And I was traumatized and I woke up dry heaving. I mean, I love you and I'm here for you, but like, I don't need to know that. And you don't need to affirm that in order to move forward. Right? Like, it already happened. Why are we still talking about it? And I'm gonna follow my own advice. Said with love, girl. We're here for you. And I'm just to say, like, don't let this happen again, because there's no need to. I mean, you could. That's your life, but you know. Heyoka says it just means you ate cheese or were lying on your arm. Or maybe you had some melatonin last night. Thank you. Marielle says nightmares mean nothing. You have control over your reality. Because they mean something if you let them. Like, if you take that and say, oh shit, this is my life, and oh my God, and blah, 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 this sucks, and everything's, oh my God, this is so traumatizing, and I'm barely trying to deal with it. I can only get my, you're making it a part of your 3D reality and reaffirming it, okay? Okay. Oh, hold on. I got to put this up here because this is amazing. Samaya says, I manifested my childhood. Maybe crush? I didn't see him for 25 years. That's amazing. Proud of you. For anybody asking, I haven't seen them in so long, can I still manifest them? Yes. Yes, you can. Emmy, that was all said with love, okay? Not to get up on you, but just love, just all love. Because I don't want you to manifest it in your, like, I want you to let it go as soon as possible so it doesn't show up in your world. And so that's how the information comes out. And again, I was thinking about I got yelled at Roxy Talks shirts today. Okay. All right. Any hoodles. I love you all. IPEC, thank you for coming and welcome. Let's see. Sweet berry wine. It's my birthday tomorrow. Oh, man. I was going to read your whole message. I'm not reading the rest of that. Erase that shit. Quit trying to get me to reaffirm your shit that you don't want. Not just you, everybody. I'm not going to affirm it for you. Emmy, good. And it wasn't just directed at you. It's for everybody because it's a lot. I hear people complaining about what their dreams did all the time. And it's like, so what? Dreams are dreams. Like sometimes they're great. Sometimes they're not. You just keep on moving. And I'm glad that you're doing that. Shalise, I have several videos on removing a third party and erase. That's how I do that. Also check out my Manifest a Specific Person workshop. And also we have a live Take Them Off the Pedestal SP workshop happening on June 30th that you can join us. Like everyone's like, what third party? Exactly. Never heard of it. Sabrina says, never looking up a dream dictionary ever again. You can do your own dream analysis by taking out the elements of your dream and then individually analyzing them for what they represent to you symbolically in your own subconscious and your own mind, and then kind of like take all the elements out. Like if it was a chair, if let's say it was your grandfather's rocking chair, what does that have to do with your life? I don't know. Stability, nostalgia, safety, comfort, peace, a time when things were, easy, blah, blah, blah. So you take out the elements of your dream and then you define them all for yourself. And then you pop those definitions back into the dream. And then you read it, like you read your dream with all the definitions of the different symbolism. And then that's how you can interpret your own dreams. That's from Carl Jung. Okay. All right. Samantha said, I always had a nightmare about Freddy Krueger. LOL, makes sense. We're around the same age. I'm class of 2000. Yeah, because my aunt is like 14 years older than me. So she always babysat me and my cousin. And she used to like make us watch Freddy Krueger when we were like 2 and 3 years old. Because she was a teenager and that's what she wanted to watch. So she'd be like babysitting us and make us watch it. And then I had reoccurring nightmares about Freddy Krueger taking my mother's skin. All throughout childhood. Okay, I am wrapping it. We've been talking. I'm just rambling at this point. My cat's name is Bunny, but we also call her Cram because she's a Krampus. So I call her Crammy more than probably anything. But her government name is Bunny. And so you guys are talking about werewolves? A wolf, a werewolf, and a pack of werewolves. Nobody on this chat is going to understand that inside joke, but that's okay. It's for me to laugh at. Okay. All right. Tiffany says, thank you for yelling at me in first line for the t-shirts. I love you. I will always be here for you no matter what. Nayla says, during the live, I made banana bread. Damn, look at you multitasking. And now you have a delicious treat. Ali says, I must affirm nonstop while I take care of my cat. Yeah, fuck yeah. IPEC, do I still chat with my spirit guides? Yes, definitely. Absolutely. I ask them all the time for information and, whether I'm on the right track, what I need to know, what am I missing, yada, yada, yads. Hey, Oka said I ate a whole Swiss roll while watching. You're funny. Okay. All right. Should we just wrap it? Let's wrap it. I got to record the podcast. Please join me for my live workshop series this summer, June 30th, July 15th, and July 30th. Those are happening. You can grab tickets at my website, roxytalks.com, Or if you're still in the chat, Dina has pinned it to the top of the YouTube chat, so you can just click on it and just go there. Amanda's, go get therapy. Everybody needs. Amanda, I'm reading this and the comments are popping. Amanda says, go get therapy. Everybody needs that time to help with your emotions. I agree. Chlorella, I love you. Chlorella's, you rewound it. Chlorella's at the mirror thing. Yes, great. Wait, hold on. Or am I? Wait. No, I am just way back in the chat. So I've been talking about things that we talked about an hour ago. Everything's working out, man. Best case scenario. Bean Sprout, I hope you have a good week. Thank you. I hope you have a good week. Okay, actually, thank you. That's perfect, because that's what we're going to do our affirmation about. Thanks, Bean Sprout. All right. Ed, thank you. I appreciate you. Okay, we're going to do our group little mini affirmation / little visualization connection. Real fast, Sakura, do I believe anybody can do witchcraft over someone else to hurt them? I don't. Do I believe in harmful people? I believe that you're open for what you think you're open for. So I do not personally believe that could happen in my world to me. So it doesn't. I don't accept it. It's not, no. All right, next. We're going to do our group visualization / affirmation. Okay. Having a great week. All right, that's what we're going to do. Let's all take just a little bit of a moment to quickly meditate on, visualize, get into the energy of, affirm, whatever you want to call it, us all having the best week ever. Let's call it that, best week ever. Which reminds me, if you want to check out my affirmations, best day ever. I have best day ever and best me ever. I have both of those on iTunes, Spotify, all that junk. If you want to check out affirmations of mine. Let's kind of close our eyes. Let's take another deep breath. In and out. Dina, I love it. Dina says, this is the best week ever. It is. This is the best week ever. And we are so grateful and appreciative that we have been able to access this information and receive it and understand it and apply it to our worlds in a meaningful and beautiful way that is allowing us to connect deeper to ourselves, to each other, and to whatever else is beyond this earthly realm that we live in. And so what we're going to do is expect, intend, affirm, reaffirm, and react to as if our 3D world is showing us and giving us the best week ever. We are experiencing the best week ever. We are having the best week ever. This is the best week ever. So many amazing things are happening to us. So many amazing things are coming to us. So many amazing things are unfolding. Our manifestations are coming to fruition. We feel at peace and at ease in every area of our life. Our money story is open and flowing. We feel generous. We feel appreciated. We feel appreciative. We feel grateful. We feel abundant. We are loving ourselves. We are allowing ourselves to take our thoughts away from doubts and negativity and insecurities and fears and worries. And we're allowing ourselves to put our thoughts back onto the ideas of safety and comfort and peace and joy and freedom and abundance and allowance. Allowing everything that comes our way to come to us freely, without judgment, with just love and open arms, knowing that everything that comes our way is great, amazing, for the best, and is only helping us live the best life ever and the best week ever. So, best week ever, everybody all together. We're having the best week ever. This is the best week ever. Yes, I love you guys. So much fun. Best week ever. Thank you to whoever just gave us that message. I came from someone. I don't know who. Hey, Yoka says, I was standing, so I said that while doing a Spice Girl style air kick. I love you. I thank you for being in my life and my world. Yes. Everyone's affirming. Best week ever. I love it. Best week ever. Best life ever. Best day ever. Best me ever. Best you ever. Best opportunity ever. Best ever. Bean Sprout. Oh my gosh, I have to read this real fast. Bean Sprout says, this morning I listened to your money affirmations and the person in front of me in the drive-thru I was at dropped their cash and it blew towards me. That is amazing. Heyoka says, I feel like Jimi Hendrix, his guitar on fire after that. Yes, we are on fire. Nayla says, best song ever is now playing in my head. Yes. Oh, gee. All right, everybody. We have so much kindness and love in our group. It's so great. It's so great. It's so great. I love you all. We have the best moderation team. You guys are amazing. Thank you to the moderators. And thank you to everybody that's here. I love you. Please come see me for our live events this summer. I mean, okay, come see me virtually. And then next year, we're going to be doing it in person. We have to. We will. We are best week ever, best life ever, best year ever, best all this stuff, best decades, all that stuff. And I love and appreciate you. Anisha, glad you're here and thank you. And you're happy to hear. I'm glad you're doing so well. You're doing that for yourself. Dina, yes, everyone is so respectful. Yay, we have such a great community. Great community, great connections, great people, great experiences. Best summer. Marielle, thank you. I appreciate you, babe, and thanks for being here. I'm going to sign off. I need to head over to my podcast studio, which is right here. I got to switch up my lights a little bit, put my microphone down a little bit, and then record my podcast. The podcast is out every Wednesday morning at 9 a.m. PST. Might not be morning for you if you're not in the PST. And Kendra says, best week ever. Let's get these coins. Yes, ma'am. Allie's going to bring your SP to the live event. Yes, please. You guys, you have no idea. I'm so excited about the fact that one of these days we're going to come together in person and I don't know. I haven't decided if people should have their screen names or their YouTube names on theirs. I just want people to know, Heyoka, you got to put that on your name, on your tag so that we know it's you or whatever. Just whoever's coming so that we can all recognize each other and stuff. I'm excited. Okay. Tiffany, thank you. I love you all. Dina says, hi, my name is exactly. Hi, my name is Killa Pop Tart, right? And we'll be like, Killa Pop Tart. All right, everybody. Allie's going to come from Ohio. Dina's going to come from New York. I don't know where GMT is, but that's where Heyoka is. Emmy, amazing. Emmy says, I feel good. I only attract beautiful and positive things. Proud of you. Oh, Sakura, your name is Rosanna also. We have a couple of Rosannas. So, yeah, we're going to have to put, you have to put your government name and your YouTube name or your Facebook name so we can tell each other apart. Sanam's in South Africa. South Africa. You're going to have to come from South Africa. Oh, Gina's in California. Okay, hey. And our Rosannas are connecting. See? Oh, you're in Greenwich. Okay. Oh, no. Okay, gotcha. England. Yes. Colorado. I used to live in Colorado. Spain. How long? God, so exotic, everybody. So many different places. India. LBC, what up? Philippines. Oh, my gosh. Grenada. Holy shit. God, we've got people from everywhere. Sanam, yeah. Did you like my accent? You love my accent. I had a friend who was from South Africa and she named her dog Pepper, but I thought her dog's name was Pippa, like Pippa Middleton, because of the way she Pippa. So I thought her dog's name was Pippa for a very long time until one day I realized she was saying Pepper, but she was South Africa. She was from South Africa, so she was like Pippa. So yes, that was my South African accent. Thank you. I know it was great. Oh, Allie says my sister lives in LA, so free room and board. Hell yes. Okay. Okay. Oh, Norway, Turkey. Okay. England, Florida, Copenhagen, Canada. Got a couple of Canadas. Brazil, Germany. That's awesome. All right. All right. It's time. This is amazing. We have so many people from all over the world. It's crazy. And I appreciate you all being here because God knows what time it is where you are. Argentina. Florida, London-ish. All right. Yeah, we need to have, you guys have to have like, we need to have meetups and stuff where people can connect with each other in real life because we all have so many friends who understand us, right? Brandon said, America. He says, I went to Epcot Center yesterday and drank from a bunch of countries around the world. It was so fun. That's awesome. Canada has great beer. Well, I also heard it was the strip club capital of the world. Is that true? I don't know. My sister said that was on a Family Guy episode. I don't remember that episode, which is weird because I remember about all of them. Okay. All right. I have to get off. Plum wine from China. Sweet berry wine. That's what I think of. Well, just because of Lisbon. Damn. All over the world. Okay. I love you all. 5:43 in the a.m. Oh my goodness. You guys deserve a little pat on your back for being here at that crazy time. $3:14 in India. You guys are amazing. You're devoted to yourselves, and that's what matters. Okay. All right. All right. All right. All the good ones were at America's Hat. Yeah, that's Canada, right? America's Hat. I've never been to Canada, but I would love to go. I've never been to any other country besides the US except Mexico, which was great, but that's the only other country I've been to. So I would love to go another one. What am I drinking? I am drinking iced coffee. I'm always drinking iced coffee all day, every day. And yes, I no longer have pink straws because I fucking destroyed them. Okay. Remember, you're having the best week ever, so don't react to anything but that. If something happens in your world that is the opposite or contradicts the idea of best week ever, then affirm best week ever instead of agreeing that whatever you're witnessing or experiencing is not best week ever. Does that make sense? Tekken wants to go to Japan so bad. So do I. Definitely. Oh, doggies have spoken. Okay. The doggies have spoken. It's time. Thanks, mangoes. All right. I love you guys. I appreciate you. Be good to yourselves. Be good to each other. Be kind to the people in your lives. Prioritize your healing and your care of yourself. Hi, Mango. Do you want to come say hi? Do you want to come say hi? Come here. Okay, no, she runs away. She doesn't like me on camera. Come here. Oh, big boy. I would put you on my lap, but you are a big boy. He says, I weigh like 70 pounds. Come here, Mangoes. Come here. No, come on. Okay, she doesn't want to. All right. Heyoka says, oops, I just spilled my drink on the floor. Best week ever. Exactly. That's how you do it. Best week ever. And then when we come back next week, we're all going to talk about what we manifested during our best week ever. And then we're going to have the next even better week ever because they just get better and better. And there's no reason. I think Amanda Francis said that there's no reason to think that they couldn't just continue getting better. Like, who says that they have to get worse again? There's just no point in that. So they always get better and better. Every single day gets better and better. Every week gets better and better. Every month it's getting better, better, better. Every better, better. Yes, my big dog loves to be a lap boy, but he's a very big lap boy. Got to have a big lap for that boy. Sanan says, circumstances can get wrecked. I love it. I love it. I love it. Yes, yes, yes. Come to Turkey. I would love to. I want to go all places. I will come to many places that I can. Except I have to figure out how to deal on the flights because long flights kind of. I've never really been on a long flight longer than like 4 hours, but The thought of it gives me the most internal peace ever. It's great. I love it. I love flying. Period. There we go. Best week ever. Okay. Mariel. Mariel says, you're like the Bailey Sarian of the manifesting and LOA world. Okay. First of all, thank you. Second of all, I love Bailey. Third of all, Bailey was at my house one time. I don't think she even knows or remembers, but I hosted back when I was in my modeling days, I hosted like a photo shoot weekend at my house, and she came. And the weird thing about it is it was literally like, it was so much the like anniversary of it that it came up in my, my memories on my Google Photos like this weekend. So I showed my husband. I was like, that's Bailey Sarian at our pool. And he doesn't remember it, but that's funny that you said that, because I was just looking at those pictures of her at my pool, and she probably doesn't even know I exist, but that's okay. Not that she was a darling sweetheart. I didn't mean to say anything negative about her. She probably just didn't know who the fuck's house she was at. You know, it was like there's several models, like kind of a thing going on. So anyways. Thank you for the compliment. I appreciate it. All right. I'm a Scorpio. You're very kind, Mariel. I appreciate you. Thank you for being here. Allie, you're right. What circumstances exactly? Never heard of them. Everything is working out best case scenario. Best week ever. Samantha says, you are amazing. Tell yourself, I'm happy, I'm loved, I'm happy, I'm loved. Try doing it in front of the mirror. I agree. My moon and rising Capricorn, moon and Leo rising. Ed, yes, definitely synchronicity. IPEC says I'm glowing. Thank you. I've been being outside lately, so getting like color back in my skin. I haven't like left my house in like 5 years. Okay. Mary Jane from New Zealand. New Zealand, 250,000. Thank you, Mary Jane from New Zealand. Okay. Oh, yep, there goes my Google Calendar. It's time to do the podcast. I love you guys. I appreciate you. I've said goodbye like 47 times today, but I obviously love talking to you. So goodbyes are so sweet. Parting is such sweet sorrow. Okay. I love you. I appreciate you. Brittany, thank you for your kind words. And you have the power. I believe in you. Be good to yourself. Stay on top of your manifestations. This is the best week ever. So make sure you are affirming that to yourself, reaffirming it to yourself, reacting to your 3D as if it is the best week ever, no matter what. And I love you all. I'll see you soon. Bye. Best week ever. Best week ever. Best week ever. Best week ever.